Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 22nd of July, 2021. We're going to look at the first and eighth race from Saratoga today, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean around the world. Let's look at the first and eighth race. First race is over the jump, so hopefully it goes through because they didn't have to cancel that Wednesday's jump race. The first race, it's the AP Smithwick Memorial Steeplechase. It's a grade 1 event going for a purse of $150,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 6 quality jumpers going the distance of ground of 3,300 meters if you want to go by that, or going to the inner turf course distance of ground of 2 miles and 1/16th over the course. 3,300 meters, 2 miles and a 16th. My top selection here, we're going to go take the number 4 horse. The number 4 horse, who is Redishin. We'll go 4-6-3-5 in the superfecta. 4-6-3-5 super. Top selection of 4 horse Redishin. This 7-year-old gelding by Medicine. Leslie Young trains one, gets Galligan up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came the 20th of August here at Saratoga. 2 miles to rate to New York Turf Riders Handicap, and the horse finished second by 2 lengths. He jumped well early on. He just needed that extra turn of foot. Maybe a little long run got into him, and the trip maybe got to him, but he didn't run half bad. Coming back in trip to it, 2 miles and 16th off the bench, I think he could really run a good race. 2 back ran the AP Smithwick Memorial last year at Saratoga, 2 miles and 16th on the 23rd of July, and he finished 4th by 4 1/4 lengths. He was jumping well early on. He had a little bit of a lead down the backstretch, but then again, the long running just got to him there. It wasn't his day to win. And then a Great Meadow in Virginia last June, 2 miles and 8th in a Memorial Chase. The horse finished 3rd by 4 3/4 lengths, and he was just a little lackadaisical early on during that run. He's run here here in New York twice, actually, or 3 times if you want to count the one race over the flat. He ran the Lonesome Glory Chase at Belmont in September 2019 over the 2.5 miles, where he finished 6 by 9 lengths, never really showing up. Again, that's a very long run and a 5 furlong, so he just wasn't handling it there. Then they ran him over the flat in the John's Call over a mile and a quarter on a soft main track, where he just did not run at all. He's not a dirt horse there. And then he actually won his North America debut by winning the Jonathan Kaiser Novice in July of 2019, winning by 3/4 length. He just won for fun there. He's running these decent races in the past. His form's going back up at 2-1. Let's give him a shot here. To recount my selection for the opener from Saratoga, it's AP Smithwick Memorial. Let's take the 4 horse Redison. We'll go 4-6-3-5 in the superfecta. The 8th race now from Saratoga, it is, let's get to it right now, the 8th race, it's an allowance optional claimer purse, $105,000, races for Phillies Mayors, 3-year-olds and upwards, never won $15,000 twice, main claiming starter or staper allowance racer, which never went through races, optional claim price of $80,000. We have a field of 8 horses, including a pardon entry, heading to the inner turf course, but actually we have 2 main MTOs, the 1 and 4 are MTOs, so we'll actually have a field of 6 going to the inner turf course. The distance of ground here of 2,200 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 3/8 on the Saratoga inner turf course. 2,200 meters, mile 3/8, and I have a problem with Saratoga calling this race a mile 3/8. If you add in the run-in, it's about 1 mile and 7/16, a little bit more than that, because if they would run it at the true distance with the regular run-up or decent run-up, you would basically start the race on the far turn. So I think they should be calling these races about 1 mile 3/8. Just keep that in mind. With that being said, my top selection, I'm going to go with the 5 horse, Lovely Lucky. We'll go 5-2-6-7 in the superfecta. 5-2-6-7 super. Top selection 5 horse, Lovely Lucky. 5-year-old mare by Looking at Lucky. Tom Alpetrani trains. Jose Ortiz gets the mounts. The horse hasn't been seen since the 23rd of January. That came at Gulfstream Park, 1.5 miles in the La Paviante handicap, and the horse finished 8th by 9 3/4 lengths. Always Shopping who won that day. Basically ran her race on the front end, just basically walking dog. Very easy victory. This horse just wasn't getting into it. A slow pace really got to her. Before that, she ran the Flower Bowl at Belmont, 1.25 miles on the 10th of October, and she finished 7th by 5.5 lengths. Again, she just never really got into it. I don't think she liked those tougher horses there. And then prior to that, Glen Falls at Saratoga, mile 3/8 on the 5th of September. She finished 4th by 1.5 lengths, and I thought around the 3 turns she ran okay. She needed that extra turn of foot, but I've seen a lot worse races by her. And then her race prior to that was her Saratoga debut on the 24th of July, so nearly a year ago by 2 days. A mile 3/8 on the inner in a lounge race for $74,000. She won by 6 3/4 lengths, and from a tracking position, she had a good pace to run with, quickened up nicely, and she got the job done at 19-1. A very easy race there, stepping up in class from a previous race, which is maiden 75 claimer, where she going a mile up Belmont, where she actually won by a nose, closing up from nowhere. That was a very good run, even with Jose losing the whip that day. Back to a longer trip, off the bench, lesser quality horses at 6-5. I like her a lot. You can't throw out the two horse either. Cat's Pajamas. Grand Motion trains is 4-year filly by Street Sense. Most recently they ran the horse at a mile 70 at Delaware on the turf in Optional 25, where she finished second by 2 lengths, and she closed up from nowhere from a horrible and wide position that day. And then prior to that, Pimlico mile 16th in an Optional 35 finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. And again, she just need that extra turn of foot off the bench. She need the race, but coming here with a longer trip, another horse I think should really do well. 5-2. Let's use in the late pick 4. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Saratoga, let's take the 5-horse Lovely Lucky. Give kudos to the 2-horse Cat's Pajamas. 5-2-6-7 Super. 5-2 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.